Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some thoughts as well as a few tips on how to choose the right career for yourself, especially if you're in your 20s and it's 2020. So let's dive in. My name is Dane Camella. I'm a corporate technology professional sharing videos on career, life, personal development, as well as performance tips. So if you're into these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe below so you can see future videos to come. Did you know that you spend a third of your life working? That's 90,000 hours over your working career. By the age of 30, most people have had 7 to 8 jobs, roughly. I even look at my own career, and going back to when I started working, I've had about 7 different jobs. So I think it's important to try to find some things that you enjoy doing along your journey, wherever you are in that journey, that is. I was also reading a Gallup study, and this went back to about 2015, so I know it's a little bit outdated, but it was basically sharing that 32% of employees actively feel engaged at work. And that basically means 68% of employees are either unengaged or actively disengaged at work. That is mind-blowing, but if you think about it, the majority of people don't like what they do for a living. So again, just something that's super interesting to think about as you're trying to figure out this big life decision of what should I do for my career. So I've had the fortune of having many different jobs along my career, one of them being a sports performance trainer, as well as a personal trainer. I also was a health coach at some point in my career, and moving and translating into technology and what I do today. And a lot of these jobs I've absolutely loved. It's given me the ability to work with people, help people get better from the fitness component side, as well as do things like working in technology and getting to work with massive organizations to help them create new innovations from a technology standpoint to help them be more efficient, help them protect their business as well, because I've been in the fraud space, I've been in the marketing and digital intelligence space, and I've absolutely loved what I've been able to do along my career so far. I'm 28 years old, and I've learned a few things for myself, so I wanted to share that with you today, as well as I wanted to find a couple different things online and resources you could use that might help you as you navigate this journey for yourself. So I want to give you 3 tips today and things that I think can help you navigate your career as you're either changing careers or maybe you're leaving college and trying to figure out what's the best next step for you. So tip number 1, and I was reading this online and I'll go into that in just a second, and I agree with this so much, and as I've thought about my career, I think this is so applicable to you as you try to figure out this for yourself. I think the ideal career, and especially for you as you're trying to figure that out, is gonna consist of 3 main things. One of those is gonna be what you're interested in. Number 2 is gonna be something that you're good at or naturally good at. And then the third thing is gonna be something that creates high engagement. I think the ideal career is a intersection between interest and natural talent. Everyone has natural talent, so you can ask your friends, hey, what am I naturally good at? What comes easy to me? I think is a great question. You can ask your family members, you can ask your close friends, what comes easy to me? That's gonna lead you to your gifts. And then also write down or think about all the things that you're interested in. My first big career move was moving into the health and fitness space. It interested me. I wanted to learn about how to change my body. And from wanting to learn how to change my body, it led me to get a degree in it, work for a sports performance facility, start my own health coaching and personal training business. So my interests led to things that I love doing, gave me high engagement, like I talked about as well too, and something I became really good at. All my friends came to me. They asked me, hey Dane, can you help me with my fitness? Because I was interested, I got good, and that intersection worked right there, like I was just talking about. And then engagement came from that because I really did enjoy it. So I think those 3 things are so important to look for. Don't limit yourself and tell yourself, I'm not good at anything, Dane. I'm not interested in anything that can't make me money, because you might say that to yourself. My interest can't make money. There are people making money playing video games. There are people making money filming themselves on YouTube like this, even though that's not me, maybe one day, but there are people making money doing any possible type of thing that you could think about interest-wise, you can make money from. So I think it's an intersection between interest, what you're naturally good at, and what comes from that is engagement, because engagement creates flow. Engagement creates high performance and something that doesn't make you feel like you're working. Like Warren Buffett says, tap dancing to work. Those are the most important things to me. And it was interesting, I was doing some research, trying to find other articles, other websites that share this information. And one website, 80,000 hours 80,000hours.org, I believe. It's 80,000hours.org. I'll link it below. They did research on about 80 different studies on work and happiness. And those three things to them were very similar. So check that out below if you want to research more into it. And they share a lot of other information out there. But I think those are the three most important things. What interests you, what you're naturally good at, and something that creates high engagement, those flow-like states. Tip number 2, choose happiness before money. Oh my gosh, Dane. You want me to choose my happiness before money? Yes, I want you to choose what ultimately fires you up the most, because the interesting thing too, when you're early in your career, you might not make the most money because you have to get into that entry-level position. But the things that make you the happiest, make you the most engaged, they make you work the hardest. And you know what comes from actually doing that? Promotion, collaboration, being able to navigate and become an expert or a top person in your field. So if you focus on choosing what makes you the happiest now, especially right when you're getting out of college, you can get that 6-figure job, or you can get that job that you would absolutely love because it fits that criteria of something that interests you and something that gives you that engagement. Choose the thing that's gonna make you happy. You can always make more money. I know the first job I got into, it paid me a lot less than I'm getting paid now, but it was something that I really absolutely loved doing, and it utilized my unique gifts, my unique skill sets that I was naturally gifted at, and I said, I would rather choose this than go choose a job that's gonna pay me maybe $50,000 more at that time, because I know I'm not as good at that. I know it's not gonna make me as happy and satisfied. And I know if I focus on this thing, I can get even better because I'm already interested in it and I'm already engaged in this type of work. If you choose your happiness over money and you work extremely hard because you're engaged, you love it, it interests you, it's naturally gifted towards you as an individual, the money will follow. Number 3, and just as important as the other two I just shared with you, it is completely okay to change careers. It's completely okay to change careers. I started in fitness and health. I got a degree from a college that cost a lot of money in exercise and wellness and health promotion. I am not in that field today. I am in technology, and it's completely different. Do I regret going into fitness and health? No, I learned so many things, and I have a skill set that I not only was able to pass on to other people when I was in that field, but also I'm able to use for myself as I continue to get older. I get to work on my fitness, my mental, all the other stuff I've learned in college. And then I navigated and changed careers after about 7 or 8 years in that career. So it's completely okay to change careers. I thought I'd give you guys another story that might be relatable to maybe you're still thinking of, I can't change careers, Dane. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is all I know. Susan Cain, wildly popular author known for Quiet. It's a book on introverts. It's a massively successful bestseller, and that was her first book. But you might not have known, especially if you don't know who Susan Cain is, she was a lawyer on Wall Street for 6.5 years, and then she worked at other law firms before that too, and she had been in that space for over 10 years before deciding to write Quiet. So she made that career pivot late in her career. She didn't know if she was gonna make it, and look at what she's doing today. She's a best-selling author. She speaks all over. She has a TED Talk that's one of the biggest TED Talks. She was in Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss, where she explains her story. And one piece of advice that she does give to young people like yourself in that book is it's okay to change careers. You don't have to go down this one path. So I would highly recommend checking that out as well too. Just another reference point to, it is okay to change careers. If you want to make a change, it's completely fine. And if you're 25, 28 like me, or maybe even 30, you still got your whole life ahead of you. So remember, it's okay to change careers. Something I have to share with you too is if you're early on in your journey, you're not gonna like everything that you have to do in the beginning. You're gonna have to work your way up. You're gonna have to get those internships. You're gonna have to spend a lot of time sacrificing, learning, and struggling. So I just want you to know that the journey is not gonna be easy in the beginning. But from my personal experience, I can truly say that no matter what you're doing, you can enjoy what you're doing that's on the way to the thing that you absolutely love. You can enjoy to learn to love the process. I know so many people talk about this today, enjoying and loving the process. No matter what it is that you're doing, whether it's washing dishes because you're making a little bit of extra money to put towards your education in something that you absolutely love doing, if you link that to the bigger mission at hand, if you ask yourself, those quality level questions to say, why am I doing this? What is it in turn gonna give me down the road? You can enjoy anything that you do. I 100% believe that, because it's never gonna just be a clear path to success. It's never gonna be just super fun and easy along the way, especially if you're someone who's extremely ambitious. So understand that and know that, and reflect and ask yourself, what do I want long term? What are my main things that I'd love to create in my life? And then tell yourself and ask yourself, this is the sacrifice I'm gonna have to pay. I'm not gonna enjoy and love every part of the process, but if I know why I'm doing it and I have strong enough reasons, that's all the difference, and that's what it's gonna take and help me get through this process. So when I look back, when I'm 30, 40, 50, I can say, I made my mark. I did my thing. I have a question for you. What is your dream job or the ideal career that you would love to have? Please leave a comment below. I'd love to know, and I'd love to just understand what's that thing that fires you up. And that is gonna conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video to come. Peace out, friends.